African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 9th of June, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. The units of the North Group of Forces have improved the situation along the front line and defeated manpower and hardware of the 82nd Air Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, 120th, 125th, and 127th Brigades of the Ukrainian Territorial Defense close to Volchansk, Similnikovo, Zhovnyevoy, Neskutchnoye, Ternivaya, and Izbitskoye, Kharkov region. The servicemen have repelled 7 counterattacks by assault groups of the 13th National Guard Brigade, the 36th Marine Brigade, the 71st Jaeger Brigade, and the 101st Guard Brigade of the Ukrainian General Staff. The enemy losses were up to 225 troops, 7 motor vehicles, and 1 152mm D-20 gun. 3 armed forces of Ukraine field ammunition depots have been destroyed. The units of the West Group of Forces have taken more advantageous lines and defeated formations of 14th, 116th, 115th Mechanized, 3rd Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 13th Brigade of the National Guard close to Simkavka, Petropavlovka, Berestovoy, Kharkov region, Serebryanka, and Torskoy, Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy losses were up to 400 troops, 1 tank, 2 armored fighting vehicles, and 5 pickup trucks. In the course of counter-battery warfare, 1 Polish-made 155mm Crab self-propelled artillery system, 1 152mm Stubby howitzer, 1 122mm Vostok self-propelled artillery system, 1 122mm D-30 howitzer, and 1 122mm Grad multiple launch rocket system were hit. The units of the Southern Group of Forces have improved the situation along the front line and defeated manpower and hardware of 28th, 30th, 56th, 93rd Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 12th Special Forces Brigade of the National Guard near Zaliznianskoye, Elizavetovka, Ivanodaryevka, Grigorovka, and Kurdiamovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The servicemen have repulsed 1 counterattack by an assault group of the 112th Territorial Defense Brigade. The enemy losses were up to 375 servicemen, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 4 pickup trucks, 1 U.S.-manufactured 155mm M109 Paladin self-propelled artillery system, 1 UK-manufactured 155mm FH-70 howitzer, 1 152mm Stubby howitzer, 1 D-20 152mm gun, 2 122mm Vostok self-propelled artillery systems, 1 U.S.-manufactured 105mm M119 gun. 1 Armed Forces of Ukraine field ammunition depot has been also destroyed. The units of the Center Group of Forces have improved the tactical situation and defeated formations of 71st Infantry, 23rd, and 47th Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine near Karlovka, Yevgenovka, Novopokrovskoye, and Yasnoborodovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The servicemen have repulsed 6 counterattacks by assault groups of 25th Airborne, 24th, and 110th Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. The enemy losses were up to 300 troops, 1 German-made Marder, US-made Bradley infantry fighting vehicles, and 2 motor vehicles. The units defeated during counter-battery warfare, 2 155mm US-made M777 howitzers, 1 152mm Akatseyev self-propelled artillery system, 1 122mm Vostok self-propelled artillery system, 2 122mm D-30 howitzers, and 2 100mm Raptor anti-tank guns. The units of the Vostok Group of Forces have taken more favorable lines and also defeated manpower and hardware of the 58th Motorized Infantry Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 123rd Territorial Defense Brigade, and the 21st National Guard Brigade close to Zolotaya Niva, Vrimievka, and Oktyabr, Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy losses were up to 140 soldiers, 1 tank, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 3 motor vehicles, 1 Polish-made 155mm Krab self-propelled artillery system, 1 152mm Stubby howitzer, and 1 Anclav electronic warfare station. The units of the Dnepr group of forces have defeated formations of the 121st Territorial Defense Brigade close to Dudchany and Respublikanets, Kherson region. The armed forces of Ukraine losses were up to 35 servicemen, 4 pickup trucks, 1 122mm Vostok self-propelled artillery system, and 1 122mm D-30 howitzer. Operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile troops, and artillery of the Russian groups of forces have struck the locations of strike drones operators, Taki Madyara, and foreign mercenaries, as well as concentration areas of armed forces of Ukraine manpower and military hardware in 131 areas. Air defense facilities have shot down one Mi-8 helicopter of the Ukrainian Air Force. During the day, 66 unmanned aerial vehicles and 13 U.S.-made HIMARS projectiles have been intercepted. In total, 610 airplanes and 276 helicopters, 25,463 unmanned aerial vehicles, 528 air defense missile systems, 16,304 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,331 combat vehicles equipped with MLRS, 10,240 field artillery cannons and mortars, as well as 22,387 units of special military equipment have been destroyed during the special military operation. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.